And if you're going to be working out outside, see, segue, weather's going to be great. We've got beautiful conditions out there, plenty of sunshine. I do want to talk about Santa Ana conditions that are going to pop in and impact some of you, especially in the mountain areas. First, let's take a peek outside Mount Soledad. I wish you guys could hear it on my microphone, but we can hear kind of the hum of the rain coming down. This is in Kearney Mesa right now. We do have the current satellite radar, and you can see, yes, the bulk of San Diego County is covered in the green stuff. What does green mean? Well, it means it's raining. It started really after 10 o'clock last night. Farmers Insurance open. If you're heading out, well, you are lucky. We've got really calm conditions, beautiful day, plenty of sunshine today, 66 for your high, those light winds, of course. We also have a beach hazard statement, a lot going on here today. Until 9 o'clock tomorrow, those waves 3 to 5 feet. Dangerous rip currents for sure, and we are under that small craft advisory that does expire tomorrow morning, Saturday at 6 o'clock. You're probably wondering before you head out the door, well, what does the temperature feel like? 60 degrees. That sun has not risen quite yet. Give it a couple minutes. It should be rising right now. A lot of 60s on the board here. Yeah, and it's a good day to be inside because it's kind of going to be soggy, dreary, much cooler than it has been. I mean, we went from record-breaking temperatures to this. So these are the headlines that you need to know. Overall, much cooler today. We're going to sit in the 50s, in the 60s. No, not the 80s and 90 that we saw just the other week. Gusty winds too. This is going to be an issue, especially over the mountain areas. And then those light rain showers. You're probably wondering, when is the rain going to happen? What is it going to impact your morning commute? That's really where we're going to see the bulk of that rain. And by bulk, I mean it is going to be very light in nature. We've got some spotty showers possible throughout the evening as well. So we are going to take a live look outside. This is our Del Mar camera. You can see it's a little bit hazy out there. Paul mentioned when he stepped out, it didn't feel much cooler. Well, yeah, I mean, it's still 57 degrees out there. So the start of your day is not much cooler than it normally is. However, we are not going to warm up significantly. We're following the precipitation, the rain, if you will. You see the green heading over the area. You can see the morning commute. As I mentioned, this is really going to be impacted. So what we have in San Diego is that high wind warning. So you see that like mustard color over here. That means we're in that warning, and you can see that expires Saturday morning. Your temperatures are going to be nice. We do have that marine layer for sure, especially along the coast. It's kind of holding on strong, kind of like that stubborn X, you know what I'm saying? Current temperatures, we've got 60s across the board. Because, see this high pressure system that kind of comes into San Diego and then no, it goes away. Well, that high pressure system aloft is going to start to weaken. And so we are going to see a little bit of a chill over the next couple days. Not a big change, but a couple of degrees cooler. Padre is taking on the Phillies. Slight warm up tomorrow, and I do say slight, only about a couple degrees here, and then again we'll cool down because we're still kind of fighting in between two pressure systems, so we've got that trough keeping us cool through the weekend. Current satellite radar, you can see we do have a little bit of cloud cover here. I'm going to put this future cast into play because we are watching this band of rain which is going to make its way towards us. It's kind of fueled by that Pacific low pressure system which is going to push its way into us. We do weather, maybe?
Yeah, are we going to see that sunshine today?
It's nice out. Oh my gosh, so we've got like a shallow marine layer today. So there's still a couple clouds out there. Hey, you guys, today's the last day of winter.
Right. I know, yeah. And then spring, but then we're going to be having rain.
I know. Well, I guess, you know, spring is such a transitional season that it's kind of expected that we're going to get some bumps and bruises along the way. Now, here are the changes that are coming for the weekend, which is tomorrow, by the way. Start getting excited. We've got this low pressure system that we're kind of tracking, so it does kind of dip towards San Diego. Here it goes, right there, and then makes its way to the east. With that is going to come just some slightly cooler temperatures. We're going to have clouds this weekend as well. Guess what though? No rain in the forecast, at least for the next couple of days. We're watching two separate storm systems. Today's rain, as I mentioned, was a bust, but we're tracking some rain for Saturday. Triple digits until about Friday, and then we'll settle into 99 through the Memorial Day weekend. All right, heads up, Lauren and Paul. I'm going to toss to you, so put down your food or whatever else you are doing while I'm speaking.
See?
Back to you.
What you have to do is have like a little buzzer.
Again, because of that low pressure system coming in, you'll notice just a little bit of a cool down if you're very sensitive to those temperatures. 64 degrees and again, light winds. And that's a check of your forecast. Paul?
Well done, you.
Thank you. Scattered thunderstorms are possible, and then Friday is going to be a little bit soggy, okay? So if you're heading out to the rodeo, dress appropriately. Friday's going to be the coolest day, but then guess what? Santa Ana winds, they're going to pick up. It's going to be dry, and it's going to be warm, so expect a hot weekend. All right, I'll toss it back to you guys. Bye. Me and Fidji are going to go for a walk. But we've been talking about the winter storm impacting so much of the country. People are dealing with that freezing cold, the snow, power outages, and this. Wow, so this video is actually showing electricity that's surging and flowing through the power lines in Louisiana. It was taken around the same time a transformer went down. More than 10,000 people are without power. All sorts of debris in the road as well, partially due to the weather here. So let me start with this crash on Nimitz Boulevard, impacting your drive at Point Loma Boulevard. Cruiser blocking one lane. No updates on if anyone was hurt there. You can see your travel times are okay. Taking you on over to Santee, we're kind of in the midst of some fog here. Westbound side, we still have that unknown liquid spill at the 125. One person was hit by a car south on the 5 at the 94. This is causing just a slight backup because, again, all these lanes are open. So let's go ahead and pull up those maps and I can kind of put it into perspective and show you that delay. So here's where that crash is. I want to show you the impact on your travel times because what you just saw was that aerial view above the 8 at Hotel Circle. Well, here's your delay. You can see you're down to about 9 miles an hour. Breaking news out of San Marcos, a SWAT situation initially reported about 2 hours ago.
But Jenny is watching this one closely. Good morning to you.
Good morning. So as you can imagine, this one is already causing delays. Now, initially, this crash was reported at about 2 o'clock this morning. We are getting word from CHP that a truck and at least 2 other vehicles were involved in this crash. So see that exclamation mark? That's where Chopper 8 was live over that area. That's where that SIG alert is issued. North on the 5, right at the 163 connector. Here's the 163, that purple. This is where it is shut down. This looks daunting over here, but I'm going to walk you through it. There are delays on that southbound side of the 5 because of a stalled car. I'm guessing there was volume anyway, but as you're approaching La Costa Avenue, it looks like that second lane is blocked. Single digits here, 8 miles an hour, trying to cross that 54. It's going to be a struggle. Make sure you have a good podcast. It continues all the way up towards National City. Right smack in the middle of the map here, Friars Road at River Run. Single lane is blocked. Backups coming out of Santee, so hitting that 125, 6 miles an hour on average. I know it's excruciating because if you look at the map, big picture, it is green across the board. Now, I know if you've got a sharp eye, you see a couple of crashes there. These are very minor in nature. They are barely impacting your commute, but I will address them. But you can drive around all you want because your travel times, they're not too shabby. Old Milky Way right at San Pet, and no, they're not referring to me, Old Milky over here. But very minor, very minor crash.